Okay, from the second exercise on addition of vectors, from the second Roman, let us look at the second problem. You see, while doing this problem, we'll take the fact from pure geometry that if you take a trapezium, then the diagonals, these diagonals, they intersect in the same ratio. So, in the sense that if I assume this ratio is n is to 1 minus n, then even this ratio will be n is to 1 minus n. It is easy to see because it is trapezium. I am assuming these two are parallel and therefore we have these angles equal and these angles equal. That means these other angles are also equal. That means these triangles are similar. Therefore, we have the ratio of the corresponding sides that is equal. We know that. And so, this fact is there in trapezium. Now, what should we prove? We have ABCD is a trapezium with AB and CD as parallel sides. Now, we have to prove that the midpoints of the sides AB and CD, the midpoints and the intersection of the diagonals means this point. If I call the intersection of the diagonals as P, then P, and let's go for midpoints of the sides. So if I call this midpoint as Q, this midpoint as R, we have to prove that the points P, Q, R, they are collinear. Now, if I choose A as the origin and B as B bar and D as D bar, then I want you to observe that this vector is B bar. A vector along this line will be B bar. So B bar is a vector along this line. So now what I am saying is I can write equation to this line. It is passing through point D bar and parallel to the vector B bar. Therefore, its equation will be R bar is equal to D bar plus TB bar. Any point on this is of this form. Therefore, C being a point on this line, C will be of this form D bar plus TB bar. C is D bar plus TB bar for some T. Okay, and now we write P from this and from this. You see, P, we are assuming P is dividing this in the ratio n is to 1 minus n. Therefore, P will be n times D bar plus TB bar. And also, that is applying here. The ratio, section formula I applied for these 2 points. Now I am writing P, applying section formula for these 2 points. So I will have P as n times D bar plus 1 minus n times B bar. And now I have to prove that this point P, it lies on the line RQ. That is enough. That is what we have to prove. They are collinear. I want you to observe that the coordinates of R bar, the point R bar is nothing but it being the midpoint of these two, it is nothing but 2D bar plus TB bar by 2. 2D bar plus TB bar by 2. And similarly, Q being the midpoint of AB, it is nothing but B bar by 2. Now, for fun, let us see the point that divides the line segment joining QR in the ratio n is to n minus 1. So, I am going for the point that divides QR in the ratio n is to 1 minus n. Point dividing QR in the ratio n is to 1 minus n is, so it will be n times r and 1 minus n times q. So it is n times 2d bar plus tb bar by 2 plus 1 minus n into b bar by 2. Now let me call this as 1. Okay, this as 2. From 1, I want you to observe that as these two being non-collinear vectors b bar and d bar, I can equate the corresponding components, and equating the components of b bar on both the sides, you can see that on the left hand side I have nt, whereas here I have 1 minus n. So from this I observe that nt is equal to 1 minus n. So that I'll write here. From 1 we have nt is equal to 1 minus n. How did I get this? By equating components of b bar on both sides. Now I am going to use this in 2. So if I use this in 2, using this in 2, I have this point is nothing but this point, whatever I am finding, that point is nothing but n into 2d bar plus tb bar by 2 plus, in the place of 1 minus n, I will write nt. In the place of 1 minus n here, I write nt. So I will get nt into b bar by 2. So what am I getting from this? Observe that after simplification, the whole thing will become n into d bar plus tb bar. Now observe that this is nothing but n into d bar plus tb bar is nothing but p itself. So which is nothing but p. So what did we observe? The point dividing QR in the ratio n is to 1 minus n, it is nothing but p. That means p lies on QR. So p, it lies on QR. That means we have proved that all these 3 points are collinear. Okay, let us move on to next problem. Okay, now this third problem, you can see that it is converse of the above problem. Now here he gave us that these points are collinear. Earlier we proved these 3 points are collinear, but this time he gave that these points are collinear. Now you have to prove that the trapezium, the quadrilateral, it is a trapezium. Okay, so I have a quadrilateral ABCD basically. Midpoints of one pair of opposite sides. I am considering these two sides, their midpoints. So midpoints of a pair of opposite sides, and the point of intersection of the diagonals. These three are collinear. Now we have to prove ABCD is a trapezium. Now for that, what we are going to do is, I assume these ratios to be like this. P is to 1 minus P and Q is to 1 minus Q and R is to 1 minus R. That is how I am going to assume the ratios. Now the idea is to prove that all these three ratios are equal. Once I get that all these ratios are equal, obviously from that SAS axiom I can show that the triangles are similar. So this is what I am going to do. Let me first assume A as O bar, B as B bar, C as C bar and D as D bar. Now if I call this point as E, now I am going to write E with the help of this and this and this. So first I write these two also, these being the midpoints. I have, let me name this as FG. So F is nothing but C bar plus D bar by 2 and G is nothing but B bar by 2. So now E, I am writing this, I am writing using AC. E is dividing AC in the ratio P is to 1 minus P, and therefore I will have it as PC bar is equal to, now E is dividing this in the ratio Q is to 1 minus Q. Therefore, again E is nothing but QD bar plus 1 minus Q into B bar. And again E is dividing this FG in the ratio R is to 1 minus R. Therefore, I will have it as R into C bar plus D bar by 2 plus 1 minus R into B bar by 2. Now the idea is to eliminate one of the vectors and keep it in terms of two non-collinear vectors so that I can compare corresponding components on both the sides. So before that, what I am going to do is this relation I am going to multiply throughout by a 2. Then I will have it as 2PC bar is equal to 2QD bar plus 2 times 1 minus Q into B bar is equal to R into C bar plus D bar plus 1 minus R into B bar. Now you see this, I call it as 1, 2, 3. Now I equate 1 and 3. So from 1 and 3 what I get is equating 1 and 3. I have 2PC bar and this RC bar I will write on the left hand side. So it is 2PC bar minus RC bar is equal to, and the remaining part I am writing, which is RD bar plus 1 minus R into B bar, and from this I have C bar is equal to RD bar by 2P minus R plus 1 minus R by 2P minus R into B bar I have. Okay, and now I want you to observe that from 1 and 2 again I can write C bar. From 1 and 2 what do I get for C bar? C bar is equal to, it is Q D bar, Q by P D bar plus 1 minus Q by P B bar I will get. So from this I understand that these two are equal. Because these two are equal, and as b bar and d bar are non-collinear vectors, I can equate the components here. So equating components in these two, what I get is r by 2p minus r is equal to q by p, and over here I get 1 minus r by 2p minus r is equal to 1 minus q by p I get. I'll have r by q is equal to 2p minus r by p, and here also I'll have 1 minus r by 1 minus q is equal to 2p minus r by p. So from these two I conclude that r by q is same as 1 minus r by 1 minus q. Now I use ratio and proportion. You know that I can write one more ratio there. I add these two by I add these two. So I will have it as 1. And from this I can conclude that r is equal to q. And the moment you have r is equal to q, using that r is equal to q in here, I get this becomes 1 now. 1 is equal to 2p minus r by p. R from this I have p is equal to 2p minus r. R from this I have p is equal to r. So observe that ultimately I am getting p is equal to q is equal to r. So we now understand these p, q, r are equal means these ratios are the same. And now I want you to observe that we have AE by EC is equal to BE by ED, because observe that this is p by 1 minus p, which is same as q by 1 minus q, because p and q are equal. So I have this by this is same as this by this, and obviously these angles are equal, and therefore this triangle ECD is similar to the triangle EAB, and thereby I get that this angle is equal to this angle and this angle equal to this angle, and thereby I am getting these two are parallel, and thereby the whole diagram, it is a trapezium. I hope you understood. Let us see this third Roman force problem. We want vector equation of the plane passing through 2 points and parallel to this vector. Next, another part is there. Let us first find that plane equation. You see, we are given 2 points, okay, and a vector parallel to the plane. Now the points are 2i bar plus 4j bar plus 2k bar, and the other one 2i bar plus 3j bar plus 5k bar. Now we know that we like to make one more vector there. So if I make one more vector, you can see that the vector is nothing but minus j bar plus 3k bar. Okay, this minus this I have taken, so 2i bar gone, minus j bar plus 3k bar is one more vector. This vector he already gave there. This vector is 3i bar minus 2j bar plus k bar. Now I take one point. Say for fun I take this point, and then we know equation to the plane. R bar is equal to a bar plus x b bar plus yc bar. So it is a bar point 2i bar plus 4j bar plus 2k bar plus x into b bar. Any vector you can take. We have two vectors. I am taking that vector, so that will be minus j bar plus 3k bar plus y into the other vector 3i bar minus 2j bar plus k bar. So I have the plane equation passing through point and parallel to two vectors. I want you to observe that this is fine, but it need not match with the way you have done if you have already done this problem, because I have taken this point. Probably you might have selected this point and I made the vector like this. Probably you are making the vector like this. So there might be a sign difference here. It doesn't matter. So for the same plane, whatever the equation we write, it need not look the same, because the point might be different and the way you are forming the vector might be different. So basically we have equation to the plane here, and then that is the first part of it. For the second part, also find the point where this plane meets the line joining this one. It is like that last solved example, finding point of intersection of plane and line there. So for that, this is what I do. I go for line equation. R bar is equal to A bar plus TB bar. That is B bar. We know that it is vector along the line. Now for vector along the line, I take this minus this, point minus point. Okay, so I get that vector, which is nothing but 2I bar minus 3J bar. That's all. Now I am looking for common point. That means these two, for some values of x and y, whatever the point you get over here should be same as this point for some other value of t. So I am assuming these two are equal. So if these two are equal, the corresponding components are equal. So for the point of intersection, these two are the same. So equating corresponding components, for I bar I am equating. You can see that here I have, for I bar, it is 2 plus 3y. 2 plus 3y. And over here, for I bar, it is 2 plus 2t. And then for j bar, it is 4 minus x minus 2y. 4 minus x minus 2y is equal to, for j bar over here, it will be 1 minus 3t. Now for k bar, so it is 2 plus 3x, 2 plus 3x plus y is equal to, on the other side, it is 3. For k bar over here, only 3 is there. And now we have to solve them for the values of x, y and t. Now what I do is, from these two equations, I eliminate t value. I eliminate t from these two. Because, or you can do another thing also, like from these two equations, you can eliminate x. Then you will have equation in y and t. Anything is fine. So for fun, what I do is I eliminate x from these two equations. So here I already have 3x. I multiply this by 3x there. So what I am having here is multiplying this by 3. I have, okay, let me rewrite this equation one more time. This is minus x minus 2y is equal to minus 3 minus 3t. And rewriting this equation also, I have 3x plus y is equal to 1. Now I am saying I will multiply this by minus 3 and write down here. So I will get minus 3x minus 6y is equal to minus 9 minus 9t. So adding over here, I will have minus 5y is equal to minus 8 minus 90. Okay, so rewriting this equation over here, I have 3y minus 2t is equal to 0. So observe that x and y are there. In one case, while finding the point of intersection, you have x and y. You need both the values. Our t value is enough. So I am going for just t value there. So I eliminate y from these two equations so that I can find t value. So to eliminate y, I multiply this by 5, I multiply this by 3. So multiplying this by 5, I have 15y is equal to 10t. And over here, multiplying this by 3, I have, okay, minus 3, I can cancel actually that minus. Anyways, I have 15y is equal to 24 plus 27t. So using 15y is equal to 10t over here, I am getting 10t is equal to 24 plus 27t. Or from this I have minus 17t equal to 24, or I have t is equal to minus 24 by 7. Now 17. Now put this value of t over here and you will have your point of intersection. Let's move on to next problem. In this problem, let us first find the vector equation of the plane passing through these 3 points. So what I do is, first I make vectors using the points. The points he gave are 4i bar minus 3j bar minus k bar, 3i bar plus 7j bar minus 10k bar, and the last one is 2i bar plus 5j bar minus 7k bar. Now using these points, first I make two vectors. I make vectors like this for fun. That is one vector and that is one more vector. That is one more vector. So, and I will take this as the point. Therefore, equation to the plane is r bar is equal to point a bar 2i bar plus 5j bar minus 7k bar plus x into one vector. I take this vector, which is nothing but 2i bar minus 8j bar plus 6k bar plus y into one more vector. I make this vector, which is nothing but I bar plus 2j bar minus 3k bar. And now that is equation to the plane. We have to prove that this point also lies on this plane. So we substitute this point in the place of r bar. It is I bar plus 2j bar plus minus 3k bar is equal to 2i bar plus 5j bar minus 7k bar plus x into 2i bar minus 8j bar plus 6k bar plus y into I bar plus 2j bar minus 3k bar. Now I bar, j bar, k bar are the basis vectors. We know that they are non-coplanar. So equating corresponding components, I will have three equations in two unknowns x and y. So what we do is, we take two of the equations, solve for x and y. If those values of x and y satisfy the third equation, then I can conclude that this point lies on this plane. Let's go for equating corresponding components on both the sides. For I bar, here it is 1, and on the right hand side for I bar it is at 3 places. So collecting the 2 here, 2x here, and for I bar it's y here. So it is nothing but 1 is equal to 2 plus 2x plus y, and similarly the components of j bar on both the sides. 2 is equal to 5 minus 8x plus 2y, and the components of k bar I'll get on the left hand side minus 3 is equal to on the right hand side minus 7 plus 6x minus 3y. So here rewriting these equations, I will have them as 2x plus y is equal to minus 1, and this equation it is 8x minus 2y is equal to 3, and over here this equation is 6x minus 3y is equal to 4. So solving these two equations, now what I do is I multiply this equation by 4. So multiplying this by 4, I will have it as 8x plus 4y is equal to minus 4. So subtracting, I have 6y is equal to minus 7, or from this I have y equal to minus 7 by 6. Using this y value back here in this equation, I have 2x is equal to minus 1 plus 7 by 6, which is 1 by 6, or I have x is equal to 1 by 12. Now let us see whether these values of x and y satisfy this third equation. So substituting on LHS, I have 6 into 1 by 12 minus 3 into minus 7 by 6 is equal to, it is 1 by 2 plus 7 by 2, which is 4. And so we observe that it is matching there, it is satisfying. Therefore we can conclude that even this point lies on this plane, and so we have proved that the points are coplanar.